What?
It's a bit of a meme off at the moment, but Ruler might find himself in trouble. That's the flash from Chovy. They want to lock this one down, but it's not going to happen. And that's a very early flash.
Buy an item, come back fast. Is Rammus. Rammus top.
Oh, and Hecarim in the mid lane.
True.
Evolved.
Rammus top was a thing in Korea for Bez mid lane.
Yeah, Chovy going to get ignited here as Peanut comes in. They don't know which one's quite going to happen. Last cone available for Tarzan, but Roach getting his roam on. Control Ward does go down, as now Roach could be in trouble.
Oh, Lehens is here.
Yep, Lehens going to come up. There's going to be the Pulverize, and they really do need their Urgot to make his way down. But Tarzan already doing so much damage. Special delivery! And so
support jungle, you need to be on the aggression. Roach saw the control ward go down. He's like, it's just a Skarner, I should be fine. Aurelion Sol has pressure mid lane. That's why he doesn't react. But unfortunately for him, Lehens is ahead of the play here. And it's Lehens lane Fiesta where that picked up a kill.
It was a 1-for-1 actually, and this didn't even work for the Skarner. Bad news bears scenario, of course, it was against Griffin. As Fly taking a lot of damage here, not going to have a lot of mana to offer.
He's in a row streak that Chovy's looking for. Speaking of streaks, Tarzan rolls in and he wants to use his ult.
Yep, and he's got a flash. He's going to be able to get the Chilling Smite, and once the flash is down, it's all too easy. The ultimate to start it up, Disdain to go into it. There's so much CC. Early games where all of a sudden, you look at the gold, and it's a huge problem for Gen G.
There's no outplay to Chilling Smite. Roach flashes off to Chilling Smite. He kind of had to flash first, and he would have died anyway.
Yep.
Instead, goes into the death chamber. Second death of the game. This one with a lot more assistance from Tarzan away.
Yeah, it's not a very helpful situation. As there's a headbutt pull of Lehens. Once again pays a visit, and he looks like he's certainly vying for that MVP spot, but Peanut does escape, taking the Lantern right out, and I thought that there was no way he was going to survive that one. As now Ruler, an opportunity to ult, but isn't going to dive into a full health Viper.
No summoners other than the heal from Ruler used there. It's topside.
Chovy does have the flash available, and the Q's not quite enough. The turret shot is...
Speaking of evolving, we're trying to evolve a fight here by Gen G.
Yeah, and also evolve into a second Cloud Drake here as the teleport is going to come down from Sword. Finds his way in as, oh god, Peanut in a whole host of trouble. Can't take the Lantern, but he can take the Fear Beyond Death, and that's so many feared up. As Sword in the backline is going to do so much work, but Fly able to get a lot of work done, and the Ezreal to go down is a huge deal. Lehens flashing forward, grabs the Thresh, but look at Ruler, he's still alive, and only really has Chovy to contend with. Griffin, they still want it though, the flash forward. Roach is going to be in trouble as Ruler is the one that they need to watch out for. Chovy flashes forward, not going to get too much more, but finally the Aurelion Sol goes down, and Roach cannot find another way into this fight. Lehens is so far away from this team as the Empowered Shock Blast gets rid of Chovy's clone, who dives forward, finds that Q, and now Tarzan comes in. The Disdain comes down, and it's a double kill in the end to get the fight going in Gen G's favor.
Because what happens here is the ultimate win for Griffin. They actually get Fear Beyond Death in the perfect spot as he's hooked into range of 3 people with the flash. Unfortunately, watch the bot side. Fly just assassinates Viper, and they have damage concerns. Chovy is here, and he's not level 16. He doesn't have almost no cooldown on the Mimic. So this had to be Griffin working in overdrive and calling the right targets, because damage-wise, they were second to what was left on Gen G.
Yeah, exactly, and they needed to make sure Ruler was zoned out of this whole fight. Otherwise, if he's free-hitting, there is no chance for them. So look at Chovy playing further up, uses that flash aggressively, meaning that Ruler has to stay the hell out of the way, because the cooldowns just aren't long enough for you to play around that. When it comes to the LeBlanc play, Chovy dives forward, and unfortunately, once again, a little bit late on the flash is Roach. Can't attacks just yet because Gen G haven't had enough money in order to do so, and that means Roach is just going to get impaled and destroyed. Doesn't actually have to because Fear Beyond Death is going to be enough, and oh man, when it's not even, oh god, Viper's in trouble. Flashball, last auto's going to do it. Ezreal looking busted in the hands of Griffin as well.
Bit of bird watching there from Ruler. That means he goes down. Gen.G have lost this map completely. Ooh. We already knew that would be bad. Maybe they'll get a kill here.
Nice hook in to come down there as Tarzan wants to get his flash in position. Not going to find it. Voice of Light does finish off the Skarner. South Korea.
That's
so
why I'm talking about
wrong
Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah, not the time to unleash a water cannon. Watching the replay here, Roach has felt this a couple of times. Not really worth play-by-playing. He was going to die, but kind of wondering what Kai'Sa was up to. She takes too direct a path. You understand the first thought, but she's not running through a control ward, and then she's dead.
Yeah, very dead. Viper hitting absolutely every button very, very nicely here, as we're going to see in the picture-in-picture some more things going down in favor of Griffin. Dragon goes down there, but this was where Tarzan makes this sacrifice, but Chovy does have flash, so flash headbutt pole certainly an option here on the Ruler, but Supercharger is going to get him out of the way as, oh, there's the Turbo Skarner into the back line. Too many flashes coming in here as Impale is going to be used onto life. He's destroyed before he can do anything. Chains miss in the back line there from Chovy, but Ruler not going to be so lucky. It's another big one coming in from the Fear Beyond Death, and Peanut dies basically as an afterthought, and now Fly, Voice of Light just yelling to the heavens, to no one, and a triple kill as Sword is definitely stealing.
Been too good for Gen.G on this day as they continue that march to the best ever round robin score of
over 10,000 gold the lead. It basically is that reality, 18-1, best performance in a round robin so far in the LCK.
Has there ever been a game where with a straight face you could make an argument, again this is an argument, that the least mobile champion on the side of Griffin is Ezreal? Everyone else is so damn
Oh my
fast.
god, yeah.
And there's a Mimic Distort for even better arcane shit, so Ezreal for once is the slowpoke, the outplay on the back end by Viper, and the rest is
just beautiful.
Griffin. A lot to like about this game. We're just waiting to see which way they end game number 2.
Yep, and what the KDAs are going to look like towards the end as well, as Chovy just explodes live. See you later, mate. It's just a very dead Thresh. Doesn't have a lot of counterplay options to that one, and now it's going to mean the inhibitor on the bottom side going to fall. Mid lane inhibitor turret also going to follow, but Griffin just going to follow minions towards this one. Look at all the cannons just lining up to get rid of these Nexus turrets. Griffin want to get the 18-1 split on the first round robin as Chovy wants to get rid of Fly. He's been annoying on this Dragon as Tarzan turboing towards them, and within the timing of the Impale, the Xin Zhao is going to die. Fear Beyond Death finishes him up, and Sword needs so much respect given to him. Chovy darting forward, darting back. That's a big two-man pulverize. His life is just dead as an afterthought. Once again, and Lehens has his ultimate to keep him alive through almost everything. Fly on his Fountain is not going to survive as the Nexus, I felt like, fell in 1 or 2 hits.
We spent an entire round robin in 2019 being front row to the Griffin show. They have now won 9 best of 3s in the LCK. They didn't do any losing in the Kesper Cup either. No one has defeated them in a series, and only Sandbox has taken a single game since the famous scrims that they were winning at the World Championship. They've cemented that whisper into shouting. Everyone is shouting about Team Griffin, and with good reason. No one has been able to run them close apart from Sandbox, and even then, for 2 out of 3 games, Griffin looked on another level. They'll go for a bow. They're still enjoying their time on the Rift, and every time you take to the Rift against them, you learn about a new combo. Suddenly, Urgot and Skarner is their new combo, because those wombo combos of ultimates were a treat to watch.
Yeah, the Fear Beyond Scorpion seems to be the combo here for Griffin, but I feel like everyone starts to come up with ideas. They're like, oh, here's where we can attack Griffin. Sword's where they're going to be weak. And then a performance like this comes out of the man and reminds you that Griffin can play around their top lane if they want to. They just don't have to.
You make me